Just 30 seconds after takeoff, a medical transport jet crashed to the ground in a ball of fire. The plane had a child patient and 5 others on board.
Wow. Holy cow.
The jet was on its way to Missouri after departing northeast Philadelphia Airport.
Oh, God.
The moment of impact recorded by air traffic control.
Approach to runway 24, what's going on down there?
We have a lost aircraft. We're not exactly sure what happened, so we're trying to figure it out.
A major incident has been declared, the president posting on social media. So sad to see the plane go down in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. More innocent souls lost. Our people are totally engaged. First responders are already being given credit for doing a great job. More to follow. God bless you all. Officials on the ground are scrambling for answers.
What we know for certain right now, an aircraft went down in the vicinity of Roosevelt Mall on Cottman Avenue. This occurred shortly after 6 p.m. We do want to note that several dwellings and vehicles were impacted.
Residents have been told to stay away from the scene as authorities begin their investigation. The crash happened just blocks from the Roosevelt Mall in the city in a residential neighbourhood.
Some of those employees there are my friends. These are my family around this area, so I'm just so concerned.
It's still unclear whether there have been any fatalities on the ground. It comes as the US is reeling from its worst aviation disaster in decades, just 2 days ago. Authorities will again face questions as to what could have been done to prevent this. David Blevins, Sky News, in Washington.
There is footage newly released, no less shocking. Video from airport security cameras obtained by CNN shows 2 clear angles of the collision. The moment a Black Hawk helicopter here on the left collides with an American Eagle jet. Wreckage is sent scattered into the Potomac River below. 2 days on, piece by piece, wreckage is picked from the water. This is how the crash investigation looked on the riverbank. Evidence gathering as investigators build a picture of exactly what happened and why.
I believe for us to recover the rest of the remains that we are going to need to get the fuselage out of the water.
On a runway just yards from the recovery effort, planes come and go once more. For now, there are restrictions on helicopter flight. Investigators have recovered the 2 data recorders from the plane, and last night they located the black box from the helicopter. Once again, the White House addressed diversity recruitment.
Okay, thank you.
In the aviation industry.
Do you pray that your plane lands safely and gets you to your destination, or do you pray that the pilot has a certain skin color? I think we all know the answer to that question, and as President Trump said yesterday, it's common sense.
Donald Trump had raised diversity as an issue, and he'd pointed the finger at the helicopter pilots. He did so again in a social media post, writing, "The Black Hawk helicopter was flying too high by a lot. It was far above the 200-foot limit. That's not really too complicated to understand, is it?" From opponents, there was reaction.
It's not a moment that calls for misinformation and misdirection.
This is a challenging crash investigation with the retrieval of wreckage around the recovery of victims underwater. The work of the investigators takes place in full public view, and it comes with commentary. On this story, citizen journalists are led by citizen number 1, the president. Across the road from the airport, one man began work on a memorial to the victims of the crash. Beneath Washington skies, it is a gesture to remember the tragedy they'll never forget. James Matthews, Sky News, in Washington.